Guys, and welcome back to another C&C Rivals video. So today we're going to be taking a look at some Grenadier decks, and here we have Tazasar versus Okama. Oh my God, Omakami, Okami. Oh my God, I am horrible. Sorry. So Tazasar versus Okami. So we're gonna be taking a look at his deck, and then we'll also be taking a look at Diesel versus Lucas. This is C&C TV, and because I'm running out of content to do at the moment, so I thought why not go ahead and take a look at some of these Grenadier replays. Now, by the way, once again, I do not know, not once again, but basically, I don't know how these are gonna go. I'm obviously just looking at these for the first time ever. I absolutely have no idea how these battles are going to go, so whether the person with the Grenadier deck wins, whether they lose, we'll have to see that, of course. So, here, he is using Riflemen, Missile Troopers, Grenadier, drones, Orca Bomber, and Hammerhead. And you can see here, Tazasar opens up with Riflemen's and Okami opens up with Cyber Wheels, and you can see right now at the moment they're pretty much just trying to battle, but Tazasar is losing, but he spawns in a turret to distract the guys. Unfortunately, Okami is not a scrub, so he knows not to fall for that, and Okami builds Kim Buggies, which will pretty much completely shut down Tazasar's early game, because you can see his early game mainly consists of a bunch of infantry units and then moving into air units. So he builds he builds he builds drones, and then Okami goes into attack bikes to counter his drones. So Tazasar manages, he manages to get the next missile, securing him the next missile. This will mean that in order for Okami to come back in this game, he will need to go ahead and pressure Tazasar's Harvester. Tazasar goes into an Orca Bomber, which is actually a pretty good idea, because you see here he takes out both of this guy's units, which is pretty good value there. Well, I guess it's not the best, obviously, but still, he just spent 70 Tiberium to take down pretty much almost nearly an exact number, same kind of area. So he started base rushing him. Don't know if that was the best idea, but he decided to do it, so that's on him. So at this point, he's building Orca Bombers, he's building so much stuff, and at this point, there is nothing that Okami could do. You can see Okami has nothing except for stealth tanks, and he decides not to go into stealth tanks for some reason here. Oddly enough, he should have went to stealth tanks, but he didn't for some reason, which may actually cost him the game here. So, you can see here, he goes up to the top tile, or the side tile, tile on Okami's side of the map. He goes for that to stop him from taking it, but you can see at this point the drones, he can't do anything because he has nothing but Kim Buggies on the field, so his units really can't do too much, and he's at this point trying to kind of tank out and trying to last as long as possible. But now Tazasar has secured almost every tile with a unit. You can see here that unfortunately for Tazasar, it won't be enough because the drones just don't have enough damage, and he will lose his the second missile. So at this point, Okami has kind of turned this game around. He has put himself in a bit more of an advantage, specifically in terms of base health. Otherwise, pretty much is balanced at this point. He goes into Tazasar goes into Grenadiers finally, the unit that pretty much has been waiting to be seen here. And you can see here the unit seems to be doing pretty decent. It took out an attack bike unit, and it lost a pretty decent amount of health. Note, those attack bikes are obviously a little more higher level. Actually, to be honest, I didn't actually look at the level yet, so we'll see what level those bikes are versus his Grenadiers. Yep, level 10 bikes. Granted, they're infantry, and the attack bike is an anti-tank infantry unit, so you do see here that, unfortunately, the stealth tanks are just too good, and Okami wins. So we're going to go ahead and get into the next replay. So here we are, Diesel against Lucas, much easier to pronounce much easier names to pronounce. So we are going to be trying to see if we can get a Grenadier deck win. Hopefully someone can get a Grenadier deck win here. So we're going to speed up the early game. You already know, scout it. Oh, actually, hold up. We're not going to speed up the early game because I didn't know Lucas was going to go into an MG deck. I have not seen a lot of MG decks lately. So you can see here, he's pretty much locked down his Harvester security with that MG gunner there. The thing is that he can't really move the unit up at the moment, but now he can actually build a second one and move up. And thanks to him already having another one up, he easily is able to secure it in easy position, and there you go, just like that. Owns this guy's units. So at this point now, there's basically he's now secured himself a really good position against his harvesters, and he's at this point moving to the tile over here to kind of stop him. He builds buggies, and he's you can see here Diesel is trying his hardest trying to take out these units, but unfortunately it's just not enough, and he is still losing, and he is actually about to lose the missile. So you can see here he goes into Grenadiers, and you can see Lucas does win the missile with his very defensive deck here, and you can see right now at the moment things are going pretty well for Lucas. He's not only gotten the first missile, but he has a pretty decent economy going. His harvesters hasn't been pressured. He hasn't been having to force to build counters. He's sitting at 80. He's now sitting at 90 Tiberium, meaning he has plenty of Tiberium to go into counters to any units that Diesel throws at him, while Diesel is still having to counter the units that Lucas has brought up at the moment, which is very, very good for Lucas. And since Diesel's very much struggling here. So you can see here, Lucas goes into another unit there, he goes into another MG gunner and easily takes out the buggy and the, he easily takes out the buggy and the militant squad. So you can see here, he is still trying to get around and get to that MG gunner, and he's doing a pretty, Lucas is doing a pretty decent job at trying to prevent him from getting to the MG gunner. And look at that Grenadier slow. You can see there, that was absolutely perfect, but you can see here they get ripped apart by the infantry units. He builds another MG gunner, setting up in time to protect his other one, making it so that Diesel cannot get around to stop the unit. And you can see he is trying to easily capture the missile here, and you can see here Lucas is absolutely destroying him with this defensive deck. Unfortunately, Lucas doesn't have any tank units to help against this unit. He builds a turret there, which is a pretty good idea because it'll allow him to help control the pads. He tries to go to the top launch pad, and at this point now it's a struggle for the missile, and you can see here Diesel and Lucas struggling for the missile, but it looks like Diesel will get it thanks to controlling that side up. Wait, nope, never mind. It looks like Lucas is actually, oh, okay, there we go. It looks like Lucas has finally gained control, and there you go. Oh, wait a minute. Oh my god, this is twisting around so much. This is actually pretty intense. Okay. Oh, hold up. Diesel will get the Diesel. Yep, Diesel has it. Diesel has it. Okay. So Diesel did get the missile in the end, which puts him back in this game. He still has a chance with these missile troopers, and the unfortunate fact is that thanks to Diesel having all these buggies, Lucas cannot get up any MG gunners, unfortunately. However, he still has Grenadiers and jet troopers, and now he pulls out an Orca bomber. So, Diesel pulls out an Inferno, which is pretty surprising, and he actually has Banshees and Infernos. I didn't notice that. So you can see here at this point that now he is absolutely going to destroy Lucas's units there, and there you go. He absolutely just cleared those guys. So Lucas is going to try his best to control those guys, and you can see here he's moving onto the tiles as fast as he can to get onto the launch pads to be sure that Diesel does not come back from this game. And as you can see, Lucas not microing his top launch pad unit there. He needs to move that unit. Come on, Lucas. Oh my god, this is pretty intense. And as you can see, Lucas takes the final missile. So that's gonna, well, actually, let's see if we can find another Grenadier deck. Okay, so we have another match here, Banito versus Luris, and yes, this is a Grenadier deck versus Grenadier deck. So we're gonna see basically some fun here, and this will be the final match for the end of this. So you can see level 13 rhinos coming out from Bandito. So you can see Loris is already going to have a tough time in the early game since he has nothing to deal with this right now. Since he didn't go into early game war factor, he has nothing he can do about these level 13 rhinos. And because of the level 13 missile troopers, there's nothing even his Pitbull will be able to do. So at this point, already, because of levels, Bandito already has a huge advantage. And judging by this, you can already see how this early game is going to go. It's going to be a lot of microing. I'm not going to speed through it. You know what? Let's speed it up a little teensy bit. Okay, here we go. So he builds snipers. Bandito goes to snipers. And you can see here, Lazarus is struggling in the early game here to try to control anything. Since Bandito has pretty much every advantage over Luris here. You can see his snipers literally do so much damage to his snipers. It's ridiculous. So you can see here, Bandito goes into rhinos to control the snipers, and unfortunately, there's maybe there's a slight chance of him being able to take this missile somehow. If he micros his units properly, he could probably take the missile, but otherwise, it's probably not going to happen. But Luris may be able to win this with micro, but otherwise, yeah, it's not looking the best for Luris at the moment. You can see here, he takes over the launch pads, and you can see Luris trying to get in there with his pit bulls and trying to stop him, but you can see he's getting on 3 launch pads, but fortunately, Luris is keeping him back with the snipers, keeping his units away, has double pit bulls up and going at the moment, and snipers in the field. So you can see here, he is trying to keep the field completely under his control at the moment, and trying to keep everything going, trying to keep the missile charging, trying to keep everything, just trying to keep the game as advantage. This is a very tough game for Luris, understandably. It's going to be very difficult for him to deal with, having to deal with overpowering level the units. However, if he just continues the way he's going right now, he may be able to eventually overpower him. So you can see here, yes, he's finally starting to get slight edge over him at this moment. You can see, there you go, he's starting to get a slight edge, and he's now taken over the power. Yep, he couldn't get on the side of there in time, so unfortunately, nope. And he goes into Grenadiers. In my opinion, this was probably a bad idea, and I just now realized Bandito has no harvester at all, so he's running a no harvester strategy at the moment, trying to take this missile, and he does get the first missile. So after that long struggle, Luris did lose the first missile, unfortunately, which is hugely bad. However, this is not good for Bandito, as he pumps out Orca Bomber, and Bandito has nothing in his deck he can do about this. Nothing at all. Bandito has no harvester, has nothing at all, and thanks to Luris holding the pads as long as he did, he was able to farm up enough Tiberium to basically cause Bandito to lose the game. So thanks to that stalling that Luris used, see, this is a great example that levels do not matter in every situation, because you can see here that easily, thanks to Luris's patience in waiting and not letting Bandito overthrow him because of levels, he was able to easily stop Bandito's no harvester strategy. So that's going to be it for now, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Peace.